So this very, very beautiful gospel, and it's a very rich gospel, and frankly, as far as Lectio Divina, which would be praying the gospel, praying it again, reading it, and kind of sitting and imagining yourself in the gospel, this is probably one of the best and simplest gospels for that kind of prayer. And I would recommend that you do that. And we begin just with the opening line. Jesus made the disciples get into the boat. Jesus made the disciples get into the boat. So here you are, standing on the seashore, right? And you're one of the disciples. And Jesus says, get in the boat. Oh, he's Jesus, okay. Get in the boat. So now I'm in the boat. You getting in the boat with us, Jesus? Nope, I'm not. Where does Jesus go? It says, after dismissing the crowd, he went up the mountain by himself to pray. Now, if we go back a little bit, this is right after John the Baptist died. John the Baptist was killed. Jesus went off to a lonely place to pray by himself, but all the crowds came to him, right? And he fed the 5,000, and now finally he's going to get rid of the crowd and the disciples, and he's going to spend some time with the Father praying. Meanwhile, you're in the boat, right? You're in the boat, and who made you get in the boat? Jesus made you get in the boat. And now what happens? Well, now I know why I didn't get in the boat, because a storm is coming. Now, is that really true? Or does he have another lesson to teach us? So there we are. And it's rough. And it's frightening. And we feel abandoned. And we're afraid we're going to die. And it doesn't make sense. And what are we doing here? And that's life. Not all the time. Sometimes our feet are firmly on the shore. Sometimes Jesus is sitting with us in the boat. Sometimes the seas are calm. But sometimes it's rough and frightening and scary, and Jesus feels far away, up on a hill someplace. And so the story unfolds. And Jesus comes to them in the darkness, late in the night, after a lot of time has passed, or so it seems, and they're crying out. And what is Jesus' first words to them? It is a ghost, they said. And he said, take courage. Be courageous. It's me. I'm here. Don't be afraid. Have we ever heard that line before? And so then Peter says, as you all know, if it's you, command me. God, if you're there, tell me what to do. Command me. I am open. I am here. My heart is open to you, Lord. I'm afraid, but you command me and I will step out in faith. And so we have this scene, right? And we could go on through the gospel story. And I've been through this story, I think, at a Sunday Mass not long ago, more or less line for line. If it's you, Lord, command me. Command me. Come to you on the water. Jesus said, come. And Peter got out of the boat. Out of the boat. In the stormy sea. Feeling like he was going to die. Feeling completely out of control. Come to me. And he got out of the boat. Have you gotten out of the boat? What's the boat? It's that safe but scared place that you're in. This is as good as it gets. I'm frightened. I don't know what to do. I'm here. All I see is a storm. But hey, anything else would be scary. To get up and get out of this might be hard. It might be difficult. It might be a risk. So Peter got out of the boat, but when he took his eyes off Jesus, he sank. And then we get to the last line that I'm going to go over, so the daily Mass homily. He saw how strong the wind was. He saw how big the problems were. He saw how difficult the battle was. He saw how long this might go on. He lost hope. He took his eyes off Christ. He forgot the whole situation and scene, and he started to sink. Death was going to envelop him. And he cried out in this beautiful and short prayer that I hope we pray. I sat this morning reading this gospel and just kind of praying this little prayer to myself a few times. Lord, save me. Lord, save me. You ever just pray that? Not in crisis, not in fear, not feeling dead, but just sitting there, maybe even in a peaceful, calm place and say, Lord, save me. Lord, preserve me. Lord, lift me. Lord, hold me. Lord, save me. So again, I'll leave the rest of the gospel to you to kind of go over, but I would say to you, if there's no better gospel, there's no more simple gospel, I think, just to kind of go through line by line, putting yourself in the gospel. And that is a beautiful, effective, and holy way to pray. So I would say to you, get out of the boat. Keep your eye on Jesus. And if you start sinking, what do you say? Lord, save me.